this was a topic that I was probably keen to listen more than talk about, because this is a kind of rare opportunity to find out what are the gaps, what are people looking for in cloud that they're not getting at the moment in terms of innovation. Because I started the conversation by saying, you know, I tend to have more conversations, people want to talk about price than talk about innovation. And I think that there's some innovation aspects of cloud that we do need to start to take a look at, because it's not just about, can I do something cheaper? We can do something quite different as well. So we talked about a few of the drivers for this, of why we can do it better in the cloud. And in the main, it came down to things like mobility and access. So being able to access this outside of the borders of your organization, free the access so that people could work more flexibly. And also freeing it to be business facing. So I guess what we're talking about, freeing IT, sorry, that's why. I wonder why I misread that. Freeing IT to be business facing. So allowing IT to be kind of brokers and working more closely with the business rather than having to deal with the boring stuff about making sure the servers are running. So they were the initial drivers we identified. And then we talked about a number of different topics around what would you like. You know, if I could be the cloud fairy, then you know, what would your dream be around cloud? And these are some of the things that we came up with. Local syncing was quite an important topic. So this is about the risk of you move things to cloud, you lose the connectivity, you lose the system, and you know, the impact of that. And simply by having the facility to be able to sync that locally, have local copies of the information, provides you with not only the normal business continuity, but also gives you a way of being able to use perhaps these technologies in a way that you can use outside of the office. So you can sit on the train and still work, which you couldn't do if with the connectivity we tend to find in the UK these days. So local syncing was an important innovation that was required, and there are technologies to do that, Citrix and a range of others that we talked through. The other was we had a long conversation around hybrid clouds and the reality that, you know, we're not going to move everything into the cloud. There's always going to be this hybrid nature to cloud, and the need to be able to provide management across that. So from an IT point of view, how do I manage this mixed economy of some cloud services and some managed elsewhere, or maybe multiple cloud services? So again, we talked a little bit about the management tools being important. And then we've gone on to the topic also talking about the fact that you can't buy necessarily the service you need from one place. It's a matter of being able to piece together certain things and deliver a service level, and you want to really buy a service level rather than a bag of bits. So the importance of having a partner or someone you can go to, maybe intermediary, who can then help you to put this piece these services together. And finally, the point around cloud contracts being kind of one way, and that from a supply perspective, it's great if you go up, but not very happy if you come down. And the true flexibility of cloud will be if you could say, I might start at 100, but I want to be able to perhaps go down as low as 50 and go up as far as I want to go. And perhaps setting contracts based around what is the minimum contracted amount, which might not be the point where you start. So they were the main topics we talked about in terms of the gaps based around the current offerings that people have exposure to.